Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and tonight we will be doing a peaceful guided meditation. So, how is everyone out there doing today? It is 10:32 p.m. Chicago time. It's a little later than I typically stream. Those of you who don't know, I stream guided meditations. I also stream philosophy talks, and I stream chess as well because I'm a chess instructor and I have a master's in philosophy. So I like to stream things I know. So what's going on? Hey, Christine the Bean. Hello, good to see you, Christine. What's going on with you? How have you been lately? I need to put you on the spot more. I was saying this last time. Well, I hope you've been well. I hope you and the nephews have been good. Um, let's see. Let's see. I went to Bikram yoga today. Yeah, that was like a big deal. So Bikram yoga is done in a studio that's 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and they have 60 and 90-minute classes. The traditional is a 90-minute class, but I wasn't able to go last week at all. It was really disappointing. I was a little under the weather Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday they canceled the Bikram class that I wanted to go to. I got to check out a really cool Yin yoga class as well from an instructor that does Reiki and really knows her stuff. She brought in essential oils, and it was nice, but it's still not the same. There's something about Bikram yoga that's just different for me than other types of yoga. Dad's getting better. He's at the rehab center. Good. I'm glad that he's getting better. All right, phew, I can breathe a little easier now. That's good. Yeah, I know it's been rough with you. I know things have been rough with all that, but at least he's improving, right? That's at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? So I'm glad. Good. Um, yeah, let's see. So I did that today. I did Bikram yoga. I taught a chess class. It was kind of interesting. I taught opening theory, which is always a fun part to teach. Because there's certain opening principles in chess that seem to usually be used, right? There's certain general principles that, when followed, usually gives one side an advantage over the other. But sometimes there's exceptions to every rule. Every position is different in chess, just like in life. How every situation is different. Some people say, "Oh, you just follow these moral rules, right? These commandments or whatever. Whatever religion or philosophy you believe in. Some people believe if you just follow, whatever is listed, then you'll be all right. But there's exceptions to every rule, right? There's definitely times where lying is a good thing, right? If it's going to save someone's life, or like. Stealing could be a good thing if it could save someone's life, right? There's weird exceptions to everything. So, yeah. But other than that, it's just good. It's just good in chess to understand these basic principles, but then to realize you're gonna deviate from them at times. There's gonna be times where you're not going to be using those opening principles. Let's see what else is going on in the world. How's everyone else doing out there? Well, I hope everyone is doing okay out there. I really do. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just hop to the meditation. Maybe it's one of those days where we should just hop right in. No fucking around, no messing around. We just do the Chicago style. We get in and out. Chicago style, right? We come here, we do the meditation, and then we come out. JT, you like these awkward. Of course you do. You said you like these awkward moments. You like that. So there's a funny story I want to tell you about this kid in my grad program. So we're both getting our masters in philosophy, and there's this one weekend that the teacher in the current classroom wants someone to volunteer to present, right? But no one wants to present that weekend because there's a ton of stuff going on that weekend in other classes, right? So the professor basically said, "All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to sit here perfectly quiet until someone feels too uncomfortable and then volunteers to do it." So he just sat there perfectly quiet, and there's this kid in the class, Logan, this dude who could not stand silence. He hated uncomfortable silences. It was his worst thing in the world. Right? He absolutely couldn't stand it, and everyone knew that about him. So people were looking over at him, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's losing it. He's losing it." And sure enough, he just broke down. He's like, "All right, I'll do it." And he had like 6 things going on that weekend, but it was all because he couldn't handle the silence. I think silence is an amazing teacher, an incredible teacher, right? Think about it, think about what we can learn from silence. Most of life is spent, talking and being more, yang energy-ish, right? Being more outgoing and doing things in the world, as opposed to coming within to the place of peace and love and oneness in our souls, where everything is quiet, where everything is still. Yeah, so it's just a nice thing to keep in mind. JT, all right. Yeah, so yeah, that's my story. That's my story of Logan. Silence is far louder than we give it credit for. Yeah, right. Silence is deafening. Right? They say that silence is deafening. Silence is crazy, right? It's nuts, and I like to really have long stretches of silence in my meditations, right? Because it shows us how loud our minds can be. Our minds are constantly thinking. We're thinking about the past. We're thinking about the future. We're thinking about what we need to do next. We're thinking about what we should have done. We're thinking about all the things we want to do, right? There's tons of stuff going on, and there's not much room for silence when you have that much commotion in your mind. So that's why meditation is such a great thing, because when you meditate, then there is room for silence. Then all of a sudden, you're able to remember, hey, I can be peaceful in this state of quiet. JT, you say, yes, you love the pauses in the meditation. It allows for a breath to speak. Yeah, then the breath speaks, right? You just allow yourself to breathe. You focus on your breath. You really hone in on it, and you feel that energy. You feel that love flowing up within you, right? But when you're chattering all the time, you're not gonna see that, right? It's gonna be blocked from you. You can't be attentive to it if you're constantly engaged in external loquaciousness. Christine the Bean, let's see. You've been told that you have loud thoughts. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Loud thoughts. I'd have to think about that for a little while. I don't know what that means to have a loud thought, but I like it. I like it. Maybe your mental energy is having a presence, right? Maybe it's having an effect. Maybe it's causally efficacious and having some kind of effect on someone else, right? It's possible, right? I don't know. Who knows, right? A lot of things could be the case. In philosophy, we like to talk about what things are metaphysically possible, and we always throw that word metaphysically in front of it, because that denotes that the X that we're talking about, it is possible that it's the case, right? However unlikely it might be, it's definitely a possibility. But it's different than just something being possible, in the everyday sense, right? All right, let's see. So, yeah, I'm going to hydrate a little bit. This is a late Monday night stream. Fuck it, let's do it. Everyone slow down and come within to the place of oneness. Oh yeah, sure, now you talk. Come to the place of oneness in your heart. And take a few slow, deep breaths on your own. Find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a seated position that is comfortable for you. Once you've done so, you may gently close your eyes and take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use that chime to help regulate your breath count. So take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountaintop. watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds move together, merging into one. And one cloud stretches apart, separating into two. These clouds move through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being, exist for a while in conscious awareness, before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. Focus on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that no longer benefits you. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Your foundational essence is love. Your love is manifested in this world as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Focus on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. Returning your mind to a state of perfect stillness. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Exploring the region of your heart chakra. Feeling the love that emanates from that location. And the warmth surrounding your love. Feel the perfect peace that resides here. In this state of pure monism. In this place, you come to experience perfect joy. And you are grateful to remember where home lies. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Focus on your breath count. Whenever thoughts enter your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Return your focus to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down further to your center. The place within you of perfect oneness. This place has no boundaries or separations. For in this place, there is only oneness. That oneness is composed of love, and your love flows everywhere in all directions. Lighting the sky as it moves through time and space. Reuniting the world as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego, which obscures your third eye vision. Focus on your breath. 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Stay focused on your breath count. As thoughts arise in your mind, release them. They will not serve you well at this time. Returning your awareness to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down all the way to your center. Experience the perfect love that flows endlessly from this region. Focus all your energy on your center point. Experiencing the peace that comes from that location. Focusing on your center. When you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you remember how you came to be. Here, at your center point, you remember your divine purpose. For at your center, true nature unfolds. At your center point, you remember your foundational essence. You identify with the purest of love. Being love, you are identical to your Creator. Flowing endlessly from the source of all creation. Nothing can ever confine or limit you. Because you were created without limit. Nothing can ever restrain you. For you were created without restraint. Nothing can ever cause you sorrow or despair. For what is perfect love can never experience anything else. And nothing can ever scare or frighten you. For what is perfect peace can know of nothing else. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all anxiety from your being. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing the sacred space with me. As always, I am honored and humbled to be here as your meditation guide. I hope you all feel more centered and peaceful than prior to the meditation, and I hope you all got something out of it. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. All right, that was a 40-minute meditation. Quite a deep dive today, quite a deep dive. We really went in there and explored the center of all creation. That felt good. You know, we get caught up in things in this external world, the states of affairs. We get caught up with people, places, all sorts of stuff, right? And sometimes we forget to go within to that place of pure love and oneness within us, that place that dualism cannot touch, that place of pure truth, capital T truth. It's important to remember we can go there whenever we lose our cool, whenever we feel anxious or fearful. We always have a perfect home within us. Thank you so much. JT, excellent. You enjoyed it. Great. All right. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Christine the Bean. Wonderful. Good to see you, Christine. I'm glad it went well with you today. Sparkalicious is here. Hello, Sparkalicious. Yeah, hey, thank you so much for joining. I'm grateful that you were able to check out one of my meditations finally in live, in real time. Yeah, that felt good. I was a little uncertain whether I was going to stream tonight, but I had a good Bikram yoga class tonight, and I came home and it felt like the natural extension of that. It's a lot easier for me to stream when I feel clean and pure physically, as opposed to feeling kind of, toxic or whatever. So yeah, thank you, Sparkalicious. How are you doing today? How's everything going with you? Yeah, actually, Sparkalicious, I have to add you to my automatic shoutouts. That will make things easier. I'm going to write myself a little note right here, because if I write myself the note, I will do it. And then I won't have to bother JT Farms with mod duties. All right, cool. Oh, Sparkalicious, you've done Bikram yoga. Yeah, it's my main type of yoga. I do vinyasa, I do yin, some ashtanga, but for the most part, it's Bikram. That's what I do like 3 times a week. And then the other stuff is just kind of sporadic. But yeah, I've been practicing Bikram for over 10 years now. It's intense. It's made such a huge difference in my life that I keep going with it. You know, it's funny how one thing can improve the quality of one's life so substantially that they never want to let it go. So yeah, I'm still an avid follower of it. Let's see. JT, you say, "LOL, strip me of your only duty here." You do a lot, JT. Don't try to diminish. Don't try to downplay what you do here. Sparklicious, I don't know if you know this about JT Farms. She's also, in addition to being a top moderator, she's also my channel shaman. So she keeps the bad energy out and the good energy in. She's a good facilitating force in this channel, in these streams. Let's see, Sparklicious, you say, doing well. You were going to stream tonight, but went to the Arboretum. Ooh, instead for some nature healing. Well, that's pretty cool. Nature healing. That sounds wonderful. Wow. Where are you from? What part of the world are you from, Sparkalicious? There's an Arboretum actually near me where I live. So okay, you got me thinking about it. I have a pass. I just haven't been there recently. Yeah, when I was in Bikram today too, it was kind of interesting. I saw a friend, a guy that used to go there. He was actually a neighbor of mine growing up, and then I didn't see him for years. And then I saw him in the Bikram yoga studio like 10 years ago, and he would go like all the time, like 6, 7 times, 6 days a week probably, right? And then he just disappeared. He wasn't around, and all of a sudden he was there tonight. So I was able to talk with him. It was good seeing him today. All right. Well, maybe we are going to rate one. Maybe it's that time. I think so. All right. Let's see who's out there. I didn't plan on this being a super long stream, so this is good. It's been about an hour. We had and most of it was meditation, which is also good. It's always good to have that. All right. Who are we going to raid? Delta Crab is streaming. We could always raid Delta Crab. I don't know if he's doing music. I'm not sure what he's doing. Unless someone else has any suggestions of maybe like a meditation streamer or yoga or tarot, or if someone has a suggestion, we'll raid them. Otherwise, we're gonna raid Delta Crab. All right, I'm gonna get my raid call going here. All right, here we go. So you can, if you're a subscriber, you can copy and paste this when we head over there. Otherwise, you know, I will see you all later. Let's raid Delta Crab. All right. I don't know what he's doing tonight. I'm not sure if he's doing music, but whatever. He's a cool dude. All right. Thank you all so much. Namaste to everyone. It's an honor being here with you and serving as your guide tonight. So much appreciated. Good night, Sparkalicious. Good night, JT. Christine, have a wonderful night.
Moments later. Oh, hey, evolve yourself. How's it going? Hey, look, I just got raided. Oh. Evolve yourself. Oh, I fell because you were on the green. Hello? Wait, can you hold on a second? Let me, yes, absolutely. What's up, Raider?